Now, in the Chronicle of Numbers, number 5 represents grace. But let me tell you, the main truth, the gospel truth, is that no man can love God enough. God first loved you before you try to love him. While you were still in sin, he died on the cross. So you see, many of us are trying to love him. You can't love God without his grace. You can't do anything for God without his grace. Anything you are facing today, somebody has gone through it. The debt you think you're owing is not meant to drown you. The challenges you think you're facing is not meant to kill you. There is an equal amount of grace to pull you through. Some people wake up in the morning and just go carry, what's it called? Carry your toothbrush. Chaka, 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 chaka. Do you know where you were in the night? When you slept? Let me tell you, nobody woke. You didn't wake yourself up. If you think that it is your husband that woke you up, you lie. God and his grace is what is keeping everybody. If you don't want to suffer disgrace in life, you must depend on that grace. It is God's grace that makes a man great. Grace is behind the making of any Christian. Anybody you see that have made it or is making it, is not by his strength, it's by the grace of God. If you are going to be better than you are now, you must depend on the grace of God. So it is grace that makes the journey of life smooth. It is grace that makes the journey of life sweet. The absence of grace is the presence of struggle. Where grace is not present, struggle will be present. Success is not by your effort. The Bible says, by strength shall no man prevail. Much hard work is part of God's principle. But if it was by hard work, a truck pusher would have been a billionaire. No matter your expertise, no matter your qualification, no matter the kind of connections you have in government, without the grace of God, you will still be limited. I know people that have connection with governors. Yes, they are broke. There are people that have never even met a governor before, but they are better in life. They are even doing better than a governor. Human connection will fail. Sir, the only connection you need is grace connection. When we're in school, you see people that read. If you see the way people read there, they read and read and read, and during exam they will cover their notes so that we will not see what they are writing. Today, how far now? Life is in classes. Are you listening to me? Classmate is not the same thing as grace mate. That they graduated with a first class doesn't mean they have first class in life. What makes a man stand out is the grace operating in his life. Grace is divine partiality. Grace is God expressing himself in your life. When God decides to say, make I show up for your life, make people see, say, now me be God. Without grace, no man can help you. You can have an uncle who is very rich. If the grace of God is not speaking for you, he won't help you. When the grace of God is activated, Bible says when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, they were like that. It'd be like prank. When grace is functioning in your life, it will look like prank. Grace is divine prank. It's the grace. I declare to these hands that are lifted up, you better believe, receive grace that makes great in the name of Jesus. Can you? Grace is Grace. Remove G. What you have? Race. That G there is God. So grace is God in the race of your life. And if God be for you, who can be against you? The size of God in your life is the size of your rising. And if God be for you, nobody can be against you. So grace is God's reserve that enables you to start a journey when you would have given up. Grace is God taking over when you are totally exhausted. Grace makes you succeed where others are struggling. And if you notice a man that carry grace, please don't fight him, because the grace upon his life will disgrace you. Grace is powerful. Grace is God operating in your humanity. But unfortunately, so many of us depend on our CV. You depend on your curricula vitae. You depend on how many persons you know in government. They say, don't worry, after I graduate, student, after I graduate, my uncle went there for road safety, saying, go find work for me. Wow! Unto him whose trust is in another man. It go shock you. Sir, never depend on human being as long as the person is carrying flesh and blood.